Thank you for the opportunity to present. I'm George, a surgical trainee in the Severn Deanery and also been a recent ACF and clinical researcher. And as some of the other speakers said, whilst a disclaimer, I don't have expertise in AI, I'm looking to develop, build networks and collaborate with those that do have expertise. And thank you for Nina just for letting me change the title of my talk to reflect where we are at the moment. So the latest study at Bristol, we're very much interested in understanding how surgical procedures and devices are delivered and modified in clinical practice. And this has been led by the NHR Bristol BRC Surgical Innovation team. Why is this important? It's been touched by someone a little bit earlier. In pharmaceutical trials, they're heavily regulated. Innovation in surgery, surgeons adopt new devices, new procedures, new steps, and sometimes the patients aren't informed, and this leads to patient harm. This includes metal hips, vaginal meshes, and we might even see it with robotic surgery being introduced to remove tumours in GI surgery. So the benefits of understanding when surgical innovation is happening means that we can look at when there's successful changes and unsuccessful changes and look at when it's stabilised, and when it's stabilised we can go, do we need to do an RCT? But we can also look to see when we can not adopt things which aren't good in practice. So we've undertaken a few reviews looking at AI in surgery, and this is one of our current ones that we're writing in the results. And this is looking to appraise the use of AI in the analysis of digital videos of invasive surgical procedures. We've got 122 included papers in the last 14 years. And with the more digital data being available, 83% of this is coming from laparoscopic videos, but we'll see that more will come from robotic videos as this is more readily recorded. And most of this is limited to one data set, not applied clinically, using less than 50 videos, although there can be up to 2,000 to 5,000 frames. And also, unfortunately, they're not all reporting the size of their training and test sets or how they're annotating their data sets. So that does make it very hard to learn from others. And we found that it's being most commonly used for surgical phase recognition, identifying when tools are present, to enhance intraoperative visualization, so identifying whether there's an artery, a vein, a nerve, something important, but to improve the quality of the images, so reducing smoke that can blur the vision. So this is where we're looking to build our future work. So I'm hoping to submit an MRC doctorate application this year. And there was something called IDEAL that's looking to improve how we evaluate and report surgical innovation with 4 stages, or 5 if we include 0. So similar to pharmaceuticals, we go from preclinical, first in human, to long-term evaluation. And we're interested in 2A, that's that early phase innovation, as I've said about modifications. Understanding when they happen, we know they incrementally happen, and again, when we can see when it's successful, we can share good modifications with people but drop when bad modifications are happening. So we've got a robotic data set when it was used to remove esophageal cancer when it was first introduced in the UK and also in Amsterdam, Rotterdam. So we've got under 150 videos but more than one data set. And robotic videos, you've got the metadata at the bottom, but we want to deconstruct these videos, focus on a few steps, a few modifications we know. And the problem with talking to surgeons, we've already done some research on it, they're not very good at telling you the changes they've made. They're not really that aware of them. It's not reported in the forms afterwards. So we'll be looking at the videos, comparing them, speaking to the surgeons again. We've got some modifications that we know, and then building the data set that we will label, and then seeing if we can use AI to detect when these happen. So thank you for letting me speak. I'm very interested if anyone would like to come and speak to me. Drop me an email, talk to me afterwards. Thank you.